All right, everybody, today's topic, getting more eggs from your chickens. Can you do it? Yeah, stay tuned to find out. Now, to go ahead and answer the question flat out, you cannot get more eggs from your chickens. That's all it is to it. Chickens are born with a certain amount of eggs that they're going to lay their entire life, and that's it. You cannot increase or decrease that number. You just can't do it. However, you can get your chickens to be a lot more consistent when they're laying eggs, so let's get into that. What I mean by chickens are born with a certain amount of eggs, each hen is born with a certain number of eggs already in her body, and that number will not change. Let me explain to you and show you a little diagram. Now, every chicken is born with its own number of eggs that is going to lay its entire life. That number cannot change up or down, can't increase or decrease. Now, the number that you see here is exaggerated. Even chickens of the exact same breed, two sister hens, will have different number of eggs that they're going to lay. Now, typically what happens, a chicken will stop laying eggs during cold weather and sometimes stressful situations. What most folks think is once they get that chicken laying eggs again, or keep them laying all winter long, they're actually getting more eggs from that chicken. And it's absolutely not true. What actually happens is, if you keep the chicken laying eggs all winter long and out of stressful situations, her number of eggs will go down quicker than those hens that get to take a break during the winter. So in reality, when a chicken stops laying eggs, she's not decreasing the number at all. That number just paused until it's time to pick back up and start laying again. And if you keep your chicken laying all year long, you're not getting more eggs out of the chicken. You're just making sure the chicken's eggs get spent quicker than they normally would by laying naturally. Now, for those of you that are interested, here are some tried and true scientific methods to help keep your chickens laying all year long. Now, the most important tip that I'm going to give you in this video is light. Your hens need at least 14 to 18 hours of light in a 24-hour period to keep up with their maximum laying capability. The key target you want to reach is 16. If you nail that, it'll be perfect, because the hen's ovulation is stimulated by the length of day, and 16 hours is the target you want to reach to keep her at peak. Now, another thing you guys can do is add supplemental heat along with your supplemental light. Now, this supplemental heat will not be to keep your chickens from freezing, but what it will do is trick your chicken's internal clock into thinking it's still springtime or still fall, and they will continue to lay as long as you keep the temperature up to what their peak laying capability is, and for each breed that will be different. Now, for you guys that are like me and don't believe in supplemental heat at all for your chickens, that is perfectly fine. We prefer that. If you guys want to still implement that warmth, you can do so by an old farmer's trick of just adding a little bit of pepper powder to your chicken's drinking water to give them a warm feeling inside. Yes, it actually does work. If you implement this on a daily basis, it will help you out a lot. You don't want to go over 1/4 teaspoon, and you want to start at 1/8 teaspoon of something like cayenne pepper to their drinking water, or jalapeno pepper works just as good. And you want to do that on a daily basis, and it'll keep that chicken warm, and it'll help them continue to lay under that light also, without you having to add anything extra to the power bill. Now, it's important to keep in mind while you're doing all this, especially with the extra lighting, to keep your chickens laying, you're also going to have to implement some supplemental nutrition. Your chicken is definitely going to need the extra help after burning all that extra energy with the extra light during the day versus sleeping naturally. A good rule of thumb to expect is, if you're going to double up on your light and your warmth, then you're going to want to double up on your feed as well. Alright guys, we hope you learned something. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again on our next chicken video. You guys keep on keeping on.